Hey guys, what's going on? PigBenis, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are globaling and hoffing. We are here on Arcadia. We are rolling with a VRX and a level 7. The video might lag a little bit. I am rendering a video actually as I'm playing right now and doing this drop. So, other than that, other than choppy screen, I really wanted to talk about something that's being really discussed right now in the crafting section of Planet Calypso forum. And I brought it up because Robert had posted a comment on my previous video, and basically what he said is this. I hear that crafting returns are very poor for some reason right now, and that miners are going to really feel the sting when it comes to our markups. Any comments, or have you heard about what the problem is, or if Mindark is going to fix the issue? And I left a comment for him saying that I would talk about it in this episode, so we're going to talk about it very briefly. And if you do happen to go on PCF, check out the crafting forum and see what I'm talking about. A lot of people are pretty much reporting less than average runs. We're talking 45% TT return when they typically get, say, like an 80 or 90% TT return. At first, when I was reading about this, I kind of put it off to the side. You know, there could be a couple of reasons for this, as I can tell from mining, you know, because we do get periods like this in mining, and they can be as long as 2 or 3 weeks. Typically at the end of a period of, say, like 40 or 50% return, TT returns, and just bad, like, say, weekly average TT returns, usually we'll see either an all-time high or a really big HOF. Okay, any miner that has been mining for a while can tell you that there are definitely long swings, especially right before an all-time high. And you know, I'm not saying that's what it is when it comes to crafting, but at the same time, I have not noticed a decrease in a lot of the ores or resources at all on any of the planets. And even before this video, I took a look at some of the volumes of some commonly used ores and resources, and I have not seen much of a diminished value as far as markup is concerned, nor have I seen less of a volume being sold. Now, on Arcadia, you know, selling your ores in matters is a little bit different for a miner. You really have to be extremely patient, and you kind of have to outbid your competitors, and you have to use the auction very smartly. It's not like Calypso where you could put it up and for the most part it'll be sold out within a day or two. Now, if crafting is truly bugged, and it's not, you know, my theory that it could potentially be a larger all-time high, then yes, the miners will suffer, and also the hunters too, because the hunters markup, you know, a lot of their loot also goes to crafting. And how much more they could suffer, I do not know, because a lot of their loot is garbage to begin with. But I think, you know, as a miner, because I'd like to speak from miner's perspective, I'm not much of a crafter anymore, or at all, I should say. You should really be keeping an eye on your TT returns. You know, and if you're crafting, keep an eye on your TT returns. Why craft when you have 45% return? You know, why at all? Why even bother? Log off. You know, I log off for sometimes days at a time if mining's not right, or if I don't feel like chasing a good area. I certainly don't play. I will just turn it off. You know, I don't need to, you know, waste money nor my time hunting down different areas. And Minark is somewhat unique like that because it's not necessarily supposed to be played as a game. Can you play it as a game? Absolutely. And yes, people do play Entropia as a game. I mean, look at it. It's got graphics, right? It's got to be a game. But at the same time, when you're putting and investing in real money, you should kind of be really cautious and concerned about what you're doing with that and where it's going. So if you're not getting expected results, you shouldn't be bothering with it. You should save that money for another time. As far as the crafting is concerned, I hope that it is addressed by Mindark. Now, I know on one of the threads on PCF Born, from the Planet Calypso team had stated that they're looking into the issue, if there is in fact an issue. A lot of people said it was from the last update, which was what, 3 weeks ago? Which, I'll be honest with you, is not that long ago. So, could there be an all-time high coming? Could there be a greater loot coming? Yes. Could there be something screwed up in the system? Absolutely. I mean, you have to keep in mind that this game is massive. I don't care, what other MMO you compare it to. This game is a massive endeavor. It deals with real cash, has a ton of different aspects that other MMORPGs do not have. And Mindark as a company has to be careful with what they do with their assets in-game and out-of-game. Now, that being said, the company is small. There's something like 72 to maybe 80 personnel at max for developing, graphically designing, accounting, managing, administering, customer support, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at here. So it could very well be a hiccup in the system that is messing with the returns from crafting. I would certainly hope not, because I think then Minark would have a lot of explaining to do, and I don't know if it would be possible for them to even roll this back. And, or, if it is a problem on their part, how do they compensate the players that were affected? It would take a considerable amount of time and resources for them to go and correct the issues and to refund players. So, I guess for all of us, let's hope it's an all-time high. Anyway, thank you very much, Robert. It's a great question. I'm surprised no one has asked it sooner, and I hope the answer is sufficient. Another question was, actually on the same video, was, am I finding enough markup in Treasure to use amps or to even mine for treasure? And no, I'm not. It's really, treasure hunting is really terrible. I've said it over and over, and I wish they would really try to take a look at it and resolve the issue. I've found one treasure piece that was any good. Just one, and it had a 220% markup. And I found one claim, and I must have dropped, I don't even know, over 1,000 drops by now. I'm trying to think. I think it's Regula. I think it's called a Regula powder or something like that. But that's the only treasure that I found that has any sort of markup value to it. The rest of it is pretty much TTable. If you do try to sell on auction, be careful, because you're selling at 103 to 105%. People will buy it, but you're also spending 50 pek to put it on auction. So you do have to be somewhat careful in that regard. The items, however, like I mentioned in the last video, I've been lucky. I'll put that straight out. There's no skill in getting Sotos. There's not. I wish there was, because I would sit hard and think about it and try to figure it out. But there's no skill involved in getting Sotos that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure it's so completely random, and I'm pretty sure it's just a planet-wide random algorithm of some sort, I've gotten the Makeda harness, I think it was. I've gotten a bunch of pots and urns and stuff like that are TT plus 20, TT plus 3, and then of course the Lycon male Shingars that were TT plus 400 that have not sold yet. So I'm gonna have to find a different outlet for them. If anybody's interested in them, let me know and shoot me your offer. But yeah, treasure hunting for Sotos. If you're gonna do it unamped, because you're probably gonna end up TTing most of the treasure anyway. So anyway, guys, excellent comments and questions this week. Again, if you do try contacting me in game and I'm not there or I don't respond, please try again. Okay, I am busy, and a lot of times, I'll be honest, I'm kind of watching YouTube videos, or I'm listening to videos that I created, so I'm really semi-AFK. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please rate it thumbs up. If you haven't yet, done so, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next vid.